So this is a truck that runs on oil-based fuels, but if it were to run on biofuels, you would insert the ethanol fuel in here, which is much better for the car engine, and there's less CO2 emissions, which is more eco-friendly.
Hi, I'm Bruce Buffton, and I'm here to explain to you how this Ford F-150 works. So you see, in the engine there's a combustion chamber, and this is a 4-stroke engine. So, say we were using biofuels, some biofuel, ethanol in this case, would be injected into the combustion chamber for the first stroke, and then the piston would go up and compress the fuel, and then the spark plug would ignite the fuel, which would explode, and push the piston down, which would turn the engine. Then the last stroke, the piston would push all the excess fuel out. Hi, I'm Bruce Buffton. Come with me. This here is a tree. A small, delicate tree about 2 months old. But if we wait approximately 6 years, it will grow. So, let's do that, shall we? You remember that little tree about yay high from 6 years ago? Bam! What you got? Now, as you can see, after 6 years of growth, that little tree grew into be this giant tree. So, as you can see, trees are a renewable energy source, unlike fossil fuels. Fossil fuels take millions of years to renew, but trees only take maybe 15 or so.
Oh, hi. I'm not Bruce Buffton. Other examples of renewable resources that are categorized as biofuels are living and dead plants, utilizing the gases released when they're both dead and alive, and also burning their dead bodies after they're gone. Living and dead animals, utilizing the methane produced when they're living and using their bodies when they are dead. This is a wood fire that uses the combustion of wood, a solid biofuel, to produce thermal energy which gives heat to the home. This is also the same method utilized with plant matter and dead animals, using the fat oil to create fire. Although factories use this in a different way. They use the heat that is produced from the burning to boil water, which moves with kinetic energy, which moves in copper wire, which creates electrical energy used in everyday homes.
I'm here to give you a short history of biofuel. Wood was the first form of biofuel that had been used. It was even used by the ancient people for cooking and heating. Biofuel has been used for a very long time for the production of energy. This form of fuel was discovered even before the discovery of fossil fuels, but with the exploration of fossil fuels like gas, coal, and oil, the production and use of biofuels suffered a severe impact. With fossil fuels being more efficient and cheaper, this caused people to start using them more than biofuels. Liquid biofuel has been used in automobiles since they were invented. One of the first inventors to convince the people to use ethanol was a German named Nikolaus August Otto. Rudolf Diesel is the German inventor of the diesel engine. His first model of the engine used peanut oil to power it. In 1903 to 1923, Henry Ford invented a model of car that used hemp-derived biofuels to run. This was soon replaced by crude oil prices becoming more cheap, which caused everyone to start using oil fuels. Although with all the greenhouse gases and pollution this created, people reverted back to start using biofuels again to produce energy. The advantages of biofuels are they are cheaper than most other energy sources, because wind energy you need to install the wind turbines, and solar energy you need to install the solar panels. They can also be grown locally by farmers, so you can create your own fuel. Biofuels also create the same amount of carbon dioxide that the plants that they were made from take out of the atmosphere, so they are considered by some to be carbon neutral. They also create less pollution.
There are only two disadvantages to using biofuels. The one is it produces CO2 emissions, which is a greenhouse gas which is linked to climate change. Although this isn't a huge disadvantage because it only emits the CO2 that was originally absorbed by the plant from the atmosphere, so it only releases the CO2 that was already originally there. This also is a much lower percentage of CO2 that is produced than oil wasted gases. The other disadvantage is it takes a small percentage of the crop from corn, sugarcane, palm oil, and sugarcane, and soybeans, which means that we have less to eat in a year. Thank you for watching our documentary on biofuels.
Even though we know Miss Einstein forced you to.
So you never really had a choice.